Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobineau?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobineau does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not. Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
Thanks for your help. In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited. As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No, no.
Okay.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Thanks for your help. Hi. I've been to the Crew Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No, he wasn't there. Let's take another look at the man. I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine? You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a fourth series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly? Have you found out any more about the murder?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marn, the castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm...
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid.
Oh, sir. He drinks. Every last penny. Down his... And there's me poor old mother. Bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped fire. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son, when suddenly me dad appears and I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out, that's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance.
Oh, yeah?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the...
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing, and all. I was so scared. Well,
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the...
there is. The bloody...
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress...
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous...
Jesus. It's just... There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub...
My God, that doesn't sound suitable.
Who are you calling a kid?
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Hi there, old-timer. Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I.
What did he say?
He said it's my reward, pious prig. Anyway, this...
Polynosis?
Thank you.
Excuse me?
Police. No.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace.
Oh, sure.
When my little lover feels...
Do you know Pegram the
That's the scrawny fellow who was... No, I don't.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko.
That's what the kid outside told me.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit.
You can't. It's not...
There's no one around to stop.
That's right. Nothing human in it.
I'll see you later. Top of the morning to you.
I beg your...
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or you just flaunting yourself?
Well, I was trying...
Is there a room?
No, thank you. I don't plan...
Who does? Most folk take one look at Loch Martin and jump back up.
Do you know a man called...
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to...
Me too.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Have you served any...
No. You're the first.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real...
well,
beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to... It shouldn't be kept under pressure. And finally, it should have a good body.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you...
Look, I gotta be going. My name's George.
Please, my name's...
What can you tell me about the castle?
There is nothing there.
How old?
I really...
Have you ever explored the castle?
I used to play there sometimes. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall and broke. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist.
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram?
What?
See you later. Hi, do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation?
I was a little out of practice. Have you seen Professor...
No, he's packed up.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the cat?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long. But if these old stones could only stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 6...
I have to go now. Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. Mr. Fitzgerald? Can I get you another drink?
Oh, I'm on tablets for my nerve.
See you later. Hello again.
What?
Have you ever seen...
To be sure.
Can you describe...
It was horrible. A wee
Are you sure it wasn't a...
skunk. No.
I think I know what you saw on the...
I know.
I don't think so.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a...
It's not. I've got my flesh board.
I'll see you later. Mr. Fitzgerald. See you later. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going. Hi, my name's...
Hello there, mister.
Do you know Professor...
Do I know him? No. I mean, I know.
Do you know anything about
Only that he didn't have the right. What he needed was shovels.
Pegram was digging for historical...
Is that a...
It's the science of archaeology. Understanding how people used to live. One day archaeologists might be digging...
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien.
Well, it won't be fast food.
Did anyone from the village work at...
I tried it myself. What a nerve. Hadn't I done?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
I think me brain box.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly.
Give me a drink for my...
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. He was speaking with...
Can you tell me anything about the...
Oh, I don't know much about it. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. Would you be one of them history...
That's right, Professor Stoble.
You're an archaeologist. And you're...
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman... How come you didn't leave with the...
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and...
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Bye for now. Mr. Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well...
I knew this would happen.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he...
Yeah, you...
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you...
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time.
I'm not in a position to make judgments. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that... So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do it.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about... So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's...
You don't know these people.
This is your last chance to show me the pack. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick...
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package, on... But if I double-crossed Marquet...
I'll deal with Jacques. Give the package...
No. Why should I trust? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Hey, I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes? And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither. I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down.
I was standing here when I saw this beautiful red sports car. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy. I ate him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out. And I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off and... I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from... It was a trap door in the side. Hey, McGuire.
What?
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was... Are you a special...
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
It was impossible to retrieve. I tugged at the trap.